Bruce, you guys seem very confident, but I know there's a hesitation and they don't want to be cocky either. How would you describe the mindset of the group right now?
Well, it's good. I mean, we took care of business at home, which is what we wanted to do. We're on the road now, and I think today's a day to be light. Tomorrow we'll get into the details and get a little heavier, so to speak. So let them have their fun and still get our work done.
Yeah, and you know to expect good pushback from the Panthers tomorrow night. They've got their home crowd and everything. But do you think the experience against Dallas last round of not closing out in Game 4, not closing out in Game 5, do you think there's anything you can take from that to maybe get the job done quicker this time?
Well, I mean, we wanted to last time. You got to give Dallas some credit. I think we got to our game in Game 6. We certainly realized what was at stake. And so, yes, I think some of that can help us. But we know they're going to be very good here. They haven't had a chance to play at home in the final yet, so we have to make sure we're ready to go at puck drop. And as you said, we have a veteran group. I think that will be, planted in their minds. But at the end of the day, you got to find out, you got to play. So the guys are ready and prepared to go.
This time of year, it's all about the great stories that come out of the Stanley Cup playoffs, and Adin Hill might be leading the charge right now for best story of the postseason. He'll probably have that save framed, I'm sure, on his wall at some point from Game 1. But what do you make of the journey that he's been on through this postseason specifically?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right in that regard in the stories. We didn't know what to expect from Adin. He hadn't played a lot when the year ended, and he gets thrown in the Edmonton series against a real dynamic team. So I think our guys recognized it was a tough spot for him too, so they, you bear down a little bit more. And he took the ball and ran with it. And again, you can go back. I mean, Patrick Waugh when he first came in, and Steve Penny. There's always been stories throughout the years where a guy gets hot, and Tim Thomas did it for Boston one year, and hopefully Adin Hill does it for the Knights.
And another great story has been Jack Eichel making the most of his first playoff experience here. Got 22 points in 19 games. How would you describe kind of his evolution throughout the season and into the postseason?
Well, he's been good for us from day one, and there's a little newness, how their style of play and all that, but he bought into it right away. I think from the playoffs, his first game, none of us were very good against Winnipeg as a team, and then since then he's kind of settled in and gotten better and better, and I think that can happen as the playoffs go on when you have the skill and strength and speed of Jack. Teams start to get fatigued, right? And if you're comfortable in those games, I mean, you can really separate, and he's been comfortable. He got hit hard the other night, and he's good today, bounced back. So that's the other test too, right? The resiliency, and I'm sure he's going to be real good tomorrow.
Finally, some of the veterans in your room, Alec Martinez, Alex Pietrangelo, they've talked about how much this team loves each other. Like, they've used that word. Guys really love each other off the ice. Is this about as close-knit a group as you've ever been a part of?
Yeah, it is. There were some tight teams in Boston, guys that have been together a long time, so they were certainly a close group. But this group's a little different. I think it has something to do with, we live in Summerlin. Everyone lives in Summerlin. It's a very close community in outside of Vegas, so they're always sharing rides. They're at each other's houses. The spouses, girlfriends, or you know what I mean? There's just a lot of togetherness. Once you leave the rink, it's not like a big city where everyone goes a different direction. So I think that's helped the Vegas teams over the years, and specifically this year.
Well, thanks so much for the time. Good luck tomorrow night.
All right, thanks, Jamie.